What's up, suckers? Trip Muscle Fitness here.
Alright, I guess we're just going to introduce, what's his name?
Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce.
Bruce's CrossFit diet.
Yeah, pretty much he's going to go ahead and explain all types of nutrition, how he works his diet. Mind you, your diet will vary according to him because he's about,
I don't know. He's a little guy.
He's shorter than us.
Strong as hell.
He's strong as
basically, yeah. I mean,
he's shorter than us.
Basically, you know, if you've been watching our video, you see what we kind of eat. You know what I mean? If you're someone that maybe wants to change or do something a little different, just check out this video.
All right. See.
All right, go ahead. So yeah, I guess we can go into the diet part. Like, you know, you were saying, as far as like supplements, you don't really take them at all. Like that's kind of like the biggest thing that I was wondering, because like for me, like I noticed like. I mean, I try to eat like a lot during the course of the day. Yeah. But then I try to add in like probably like 3 protein shakes.
Ooh.
With the mix of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you're gonna take a protein shake, it should only be after you work out.
Okay.
Like right after, within 15 minutes, half-hour tops.
All right.
Or the first time when you wake up in the morning.
All right.
Like you should always eat within a half hour you wake up.
And that's what I told him. Usually that's what I do. Like, cause it's the quickest thing for me to make. So usually what I do is
but you shouldn't rely on it. If you don't have anything to eat in the morning. Yeah. But after a workout, I really think that's like the only time. But see, I mean, there's been tons of studies done on eating it and not eating it. You know, drinking it and not drinking it. So it's not really, your body needs it after you work out because it completely exerts all of its energy. Like you release all lactic acids. I mean, your body's the glycemic index is just, through the roof because whatever you ate prior to is, you just burn through all of that. So your body works typically on a 3-hour schedule. So whatever I ate 3 hours ago, I'm burning it now, now.
Right.
So my body's using it right now. Not 3 hours ago, not 2 hours ago, now. So if you eat, like me, I had lunch at noon, and then I ate again at 3. So pretty much by the time, if I would have worked out as soon as I got home, that food that I ate at noon would already be starting to break down through my workout. And it would be using that protein that I ate. So I wouldn't need to eat anything. So that's kind of how those guys in prison, that's how it works. That's why they get so big. Because they're all on the same eating schedule. They eat the same time, like they all eat, every 4 hours. And they work out all the time, but it's like in their cells though. They don't really get to pump iron for an hour. They get I think what is it, 4 in the afternoon? So it's like, but then they get set on that schedule. But there was a whole bunch of studies done on them on when they eat and when it gets broken down, and that's kind of what happens to us. I mean, when you eat something, it takes 2, 3, 4 hours, depending on the person and their metabolism, to break that down, and then it just turns it into fuel. And that whole time, it turns it into fuel. Now, obviously, the more carbs you eat, higher glycemic foods, like starchy stuff, it's going to stay with you longer. So if you know you're going to have a hard workout that day, eat more. Like a sweet potato or a russet potato, something that's going to get you through that workout. But I don't like doing shakes. I have a sensitive stomach, so but not everybody does. I mean, people. I'm lactose. I can't say intolerant, but sensitive. So I try to stay away from a lot of that stuff. They do make a natural protein shake. Gold Standard makes it. It's Gold Standard, all natural. It's got no artificial sweeteners. It's got a lot of sugar, but that's, it's only 20 grams per serving, which is less than a Coke. So, but it's real sugar. It's not aspartame. It's nothing fake. But it's instant. It's concentrated whey. It's it's a protein. It's constant. It's got BCAAs in it. So something like that. Yes.
So you prefer concentrated over isolated, or?
If you can get both in one. If you can get like a mix of the both, like isolates and concentrate, like the Greek yogurt that I have, it has both. So I just eat that. Like, why not just eat that? It's less money than buying protein.
And that's one of the things we just recently changed up too. Like they've been bashing me for it. Like I get milk. Like I get milk after work.
Chocolate milk. That's what you should drink. I'm serious. Chocolate milk.
Like I said, we switched that part up. Like I feel like I've seen just like differences from it. Like I said, I've been trying to increase my eating regular foods. Getting like a lot of chicken, a lot of vegetables.
It's tough. Veggies, that's the key right there, vegetables.
So I've been trying to do that. And then like with the protein, like I do take like about 3 per day. Like so I'll get like 1 in the morning. I'll get one between like either...
You always eat, man.
Between like around like 3 o'clock. Usually, because after I had lunch at 12,
I'm hungry now.
I can't get like
me too.
Yeah, probably. But I said, usually at 3 o'clock, I can't get like an actual meal because I have between the time, like for my job, like it's kind of like in crunch time for 5 o'clock, so I can roll out. So I'll get a protein shake around 3, then we work out, and then I'll probably have one at some point after we work out.
How about a protein bar instead of a shake?
See, well, from my knowledge, I guess from what I was always told, like bars aren't really that great because of the sugar in it.
But it's the same amount of sugar in a bar than a protein shake.
So I don't know. I mean, like the one that we take, it says it has like under 2 grams of sugar or under 1 gram of sugar.
See, the main reason why I was concerned with that is because I'm diabetic. So I'm trying to monitor what I eat as far as sugars and all that.
If it's chocolate, it's probably just processed with alkali. So it's still high sugar, but it's like I don't know, it's a funky sugar. There may be like an underwriting in there about a fake sugar that's in there. I don't know. I mean,
well, originally, it's like our goal was like just we always kind of based our workouts off of his numbers, kind of. So it's kind of like after he ate like a certain meal, when we went to go work out, and like depending on where his sugar level was, our insulin level was after we worked out, kind of determined like if we were going in the right path or not. Like that's kind of
his insulin levels.
Yeah, kind of
for them, but for me,
because we were trying to figure out what kind of protein.
What was stuff that was affecting?
Because there was one weight gainer I was taking that was probably 24 grams of sugar, which for me worked out pretty well. But I wouldn't recommend for him to take it. You know what I mean? Because I felt like after
when I first started out, I wasn't taking anything at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now I still take it sparingly now. I try to eat more and more healthy now to boost my metabolism up. Through the job that we do on a daily basis, I can't work. I can't eat regularly.
I don't really consider them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I just consider them meals because I eat so much. Right. I mean, I wake up in the morning at 5, and I eat by 5:30.
Right.
So, and then I eat again at 8:30.
Right.
And then I eat again at 12:30.
Right.
And then I have something before I come here. So it's usually around 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Right.
And then I'll eat again when I'm done. And then I'll eat a little bit of snack before I go to bed. So it's like, you know what I mean?
See, like my metabolism's been slowed down to the point where I'm full. You know what I mean? So I gotta force myself to eat. And through the course of the day, if I was trying to eat every 2 hours, that wasn't working for me. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna switch to 3. So I did what you did. When I got up, protein shake, had that ready, take that on the way in, maybe some fruit or something like that. 8:30, 9 o'clock, try to make sure I eat something again. 12:30, 1 o'clock, try to make sure I got something again. Pretty much something healthy, salad, something like that. You know what I mean? And try to do that regularly. And it's just it's not guaranteed. With the time frames and the jobs and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
I kind of miss out, or I shoot over by an hour or so, and then
you sound like me. You sound like kind of how I was, and
I'm like I said, I'm at the beginning. I'm kind of like a novice in the.
I like to help out, because I hate to see people kind of have the same worries that I did. You know what I mean? When I started, because I was always worried about I got to eat every 3 hours. I got to eat. I have to eat. I got to eat. I got to eat. But it's like, if you eat the right things throughout the day, you don't have to worry so much as when you eat.
Right.
So as long as you're eating the right stuff, it really, like you said, you eat. You have to force yourself to eat. Well, your body's not ready to eat, so don't feed it.
I mean, snacks here and there. I get,
but there's no such thing as a snack. I know I said it, but to me, a snack consists of 2 ounces of chicken, 2 eggs, and a cup of yogurt.
Okay.
So that's a
snack to me. So,
but for me, that'd be a meal. You know what I mean? For me, I'm
well. I don't have any vegetables in there. I don't. Okay. I didn't add any. I mean, I may have carrots because I just like carrots and I eat them all the time. But the thing is if you stopped eating, making yourself eat, and you let your body start telling you when it was hungry, you'll start all over again. You'll just start fresh. It only takes 3 weeks. You'll start over again, and it'll just pick up and say, "All right, cool. But, we're not feeding me. I'll save what I got, and I'll let them know when I'm hungry." And then you'll slowly get back into the groove of eating every 3-4 hours. Because really, it's every 3 or 4 hours that you want to eat. You don't want to really go 5 hours, no matter what. Even if you eat just a handful of almonds and a handful of peanuts.
Right.
That's fine. But
well, that's what I was trying to do to stave off not eating like a regular meal. You know what I mean? For me, it was kind of like,
well, yeah,
skipping breakfast, getting fruit and vegetables, and then, something like that.
But you don't want to have a pack of, Spunkmeyer cookies as to hold you over.
Right.
You don't want, but I mean, vegetables. If you if you start eating them regularly, you'll notice that the vegetables, you'll start being more hungry if you actually eat vegetables, which is weird. So, but there's a lot of good nutrients in there. I mean, there's nutrients, there's vitamins and minerals. So, I mean, there's plenty of that in, as long as, you only need to eat a cup each time you eat. So you only need 5 cups a day. That's not a lot. That's, you know, that's, what, 6 pieces of, you know, medium-sized broccoli, kale, it's not a lot, you know what I mean, collard greens, mustard greens. So it's really, mustard greens are disgusting, but they're full of all kinds of nutrients, even in the stems, like it doesn't take much. Celery's not really a big one. I mean, yeah, it's a good starter, because if you're not used to eating veggies, or not really eating a lot of vegetables, eat it, but it's just full of a lot of water. There's really not a whole lot. But, I mean, I'm sure you know, the darker the vegetable, the better it is. You know, to steam them or saute them. You don't stay away from eating them raw, because there's certain chemicals. Yeah, chemicals in it that your body just doesn't break down properly. So and you can't utilize the nutrients that are in it.
Break it down as much in the raw state.
And then, really, I got into eating raw eggs. So that's another thing.
We haven't got you yet.
It's for you, man.
But if you're going to eat them, it's got to be. They have to be organic. They have to be from somewhere you know where they came from, and they have to be kept at 77 degrees or warmer. You can't have them because they start incubating. I mean, at that. But see, you can't have them for more than a week, or they'll literally start hatching.
Chicks in them.
So you got to be careful with that, because when you get them in the grocery store, yes, they're refrigerated. But when you refrigerate an egg, you immediately start dropping all the nutritional value in it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So if you can get fresh eggs, leave them that way.
Don't refrigerate them.
No, if you can get fresh eggs, if they're, you know where they came from, you know where them, you know, the hens were, that's fine. But, or if you get them and you don't eat them raw, hard boil them right away. Because you still get the nutrients. Not you know, you get about 75% of the nutrients. But if you eat a raw egg, it's what's in the yolk and what's in the egg white that mix once it's in your body. That's the key. But the wife hates it. You know.
Yeah, you're gonna eat that.
Yeah, so she don't like me doing it. She said, "You're gonna get sick," but I mean, knock on wood, you know. Hopefully, it never happens. Hopefully, I don't get a bad egg. If I do, you just throw up and get over it. But if it smells funny, you know that it's not good. You know not to eat it. So, and if you do eat the egg raw and you try to, like, you know, start off with 1, then 2, then 3. I've seen some guys go all the way up to 6, 4 at once. You just put them in a glass and just drink it. Don't even.
Don't mix it.
No, don't break them. Make sure that yolk stays inside the.
Really?
Yeah, like when you crack the egg, just pour it in.
Pour it in.
Don't mix it or nothing. It's disgusting. You'll never get it down. I guarantee it. You'll get like 2 gulps and just gag. You won't even get it.
Damn.
So that's the road that I am with food, like in nutrition. I kind of just if you eat the right things, you don't have to eat as much. If that makes any sense. I mean, I only eat a pound of chicken a day. I say that only, but that's it. I mean, it's 4 ounces, 4 ounces, 4 ounces, 4 ounces.